Let's do a recap on the history of life so far, starting with the Cambrian explosion 540 million years ago. The underwater world of the Cambrian brought us delightful monsters like the super predator Anomalocairus, one of our earliest ancestors Hycoichthyes, and your friend and mine, the Trilobites. Then the Ordovician era begins, 485 million years ago, which saw an expansion of biodiversity in underwater ecosystems, like cephalopods, brachiopods, and coral reefs. Then the end of the Ordovician sees the first of the Big Five mass extinctions, a 4 million year long event that happened some 444 million years ago, where a global cooling followed by a global warming wiped out an estimated 80 to 85% of all life on Earth. But life bounced back through the Silurian starting 444 million years ago, with life in the ocean evolving giant arthropods such as Brontoscorpio and Pterigotus, and our own ancestors like Cephalaspis were busy evolving jaws. The end of the Silurian is also where we find evidence of the first plant life making its way onto land. Which brings us to the Devonian, starting 420 million years ago. On land, the first forests are forming, and in the ocean, we find out why the Devonian is called the Age of Fish, with creatures such as the terrifyingly armoured Dunkleosteus and the evolution of the first ever sharks. The end of the Devonian saw the second of the Big Five mass extinctions 370 million years ago. This 10 million year long process saw major imbalances with the ocean's oxygen and chemical levels, majorly disrupting ocean currents and underwater ecosystems, wiping out an estimated 70 to 75% of all life on Earth. But plant life on land helped the world bounce back as the Carboniferous era began 360 million years ago, a world dominated by marshy forests, high oxygen levels, and giant arthropods like Meganeura, Mesophilae, and Arthropleura. But 300 million years ago marks the beginning of the Permian era, an era that swaps out wet forest land with dry lowlands, with the formation of the supercontinent Pangaea and the larger mammal-like reptiles dominating the landscape. Among them are the synapsids like the sailback Edaphosaur and Dimetrodon, but as the Permian continues and the climate gets more extreme, we see the evolution of creatures like Scutosaur, Diictodon, and the ever-deadly Gorgonopsids. Then the Permian and the era of monsters goes out with a bang, with the third and deadliest mass extinction ever 250 million years ago, where monumental volcanic activity cooled the world down in ash and then heated it back up again in extreme, killing an estimated 90% of all life on Earth. And that is the era of monsters!